From the Detroit Free Press, it's Thursday, May 20th. Here are today's top stories, presented by Bush's Fresh Food Market. Bush's has over 4,000 Michigan products, including the freshest fruit and vegetables, meat, seafood, and baked goods. Stop by one of Bush's 16 locations for the personal service you expect from your neighborhood grocer.
This is Phoebe Wall-Howard, an automotive reporter at the Detroit Free Press. Earlier this week, President Joe Biden flew to Detroit to visit the Rouge plant. He wanted to go to the new factory to see where exactly the all-electric F-150 Lightning would be built by UAW members. And he arrived early in the morning and stayed until the afternoon. The press was with him for only a small part of that time to hear about his infrastructure plan and his concerns about China, research and development, where the automotive and manufacturing companies play, and his look on the future. What we tell you is what happened during that time behind the scenes, what he was shown, what he asked, and how he ended up on a test track, driving with Secret Service and surprising Ford executives. Go to freep.com for the whole story from behind the scenes.
I'm Frank Witzel with the Detroit Free Press. A Detroit student is recovering at home after a vicious attack by a pit bull mix, and the teachers at his school are not only hoping he gets better, but calling him a hero. Deacon Ashmore, a University of Prep Academy 6th grader, was playing outside his home Monday, riding bikes and running around with his sisters, brother, and some other kids when 2 dogs got loose. Deacon protected the other children from getting attacked, but in doing so, got mauled.
So we were out by the driveway racing around, we were running around and playing. Then my sister screamed and then we saw these, then I looked around and I saw these dogs running toward us. And they got inside quickly, but I wasn't able to and I got bit. And I got dragged around a bit.
As a dog bit down into his left calf, Deacon screamed, bad dog," and hit the animal until it released its grip and he could get away. Afterward, one of his sisters said it looked like his guts were coming out of his leg. Dog attacks by pit bulls in Detroit and nationwide have long fueled controversy about the muscular short-haired pets. The latest incident revives questions about the dangerous dogs. Deacon's mom said she did not call police or animal control because, where they live, cops usually don't come unless someone is shot and dying. She and her husband, Peter, also were focused on rushing their kid to the hospital. A Detroit animal control official confirmed through a statement the family didn't report the incident, but a social worker notified the city of the attack on Tuesday, and an investigation of the incident has been opened. One of Deacon's teachers wrote in an email to the Free Press praising Deacon as a conscientious student. She said he hoped he would be recognized because this week he did something truly heroic.
I'm Sue Salaski, Detroit Free Press food writer. A Tiki bar pedal pub option is joining the fleet of pedaling pubs pedaling downtown Detroit streets. From the Detroit Rolling Pub, which also operates Aloha Tiki tours, and Detroit Cycle Boat, it's a bar on wheels. The Tiki Bar Pedal Pub has a Tiki Bar theme, including a thatched roof. It operates much the same as the pedal pubs where people pedal along downtown Detroit streets, sipping on drinks of choice. The Tiki Bar Pedal Pub can seat up to 16 people. Riders bring their own food and beverages, and a cooler is provided. Tours are 2 hours and start out at Bookie's Bar and Grill on Cass Avenue in Detroit. Each tour booked receives a $20 Bookie's gift card to use after the tour. Depending on the day you book the Tiki Pedal Pub, it costs between $295 and $400. More recently, the company's Aloha Tiki Tours expanded downriver to Wyandotte as a third location to board its floating Tiki Bar boat. You can book any of the tours at DetroitRollingPub.com.
I'm Andrew Hammond for the Free Press Sports Department. By now, you've heard Detroit Tigers pitcher Spencer Turnbull turned in the team's 8th no-hitter in franchise history on Tuesday night against the Seattle Mariners. His 9-strikeout performance was one for the books, and once he completed the no-hitter along with his first ever complete game, his teammates mobbed him as the Seattle crowd applauded. Turnbull's mastery of the Mariners was so evident, they actually brought down Seattle's batting average below the dreaded Mendoza line to .199. After the game, Turnbull talked about the moment he made history.
On a night like tonight, don't really know exactly what I have and just trying to continue to make pitches, stay within yourself. But that last at bat was not only did I want to make my nastiest pitches, but I wanted to execute them as perfectly as possible. And I was able to. Like I said, that first sinker down and in was a good pitch to get ahead in the strike. And I threw one of my better sliders all night. And then that last four-seamer kind of up and away, kind of cut a little bit, was exactly what I wanted to do with it. I just threw it as hard as I could. Whatever I had left was emptying the tank on that one.
For more stories from the Detroit Free Press, be sure to check out freep.com. That's FREEP.com. If you're a fan and want to support our quality local journalism, subscribe. Go to freep.com/special offer.